Today, we'll delve into an intriguing incident involving an individual who managed to breach a system. Not just any system, mind you, it was the United States system. The perpetrator, a college student from Surabaya, Indonesia. Their audacious act, siphoning off COVID-19 relief funds meant for American citizens. This daring duo swiftly escalated from mere hackers to fugitives, pursued by both the FBI and Interpol. Eventually, justice caught up with them, leading to their apprehension. The two Indonesian nationals allegedly set up a fake website purportedly collecting COVID-19 relief donations for the United States. Our sources estimate that they pocketed a staggering $60 million in ill-gotten gains. Let's rewind to the COVID-19 era. Back then, governments worldwide provided aid and implemented lockdowns to curb the virus's spread. In the spirit of easing citizens' burdens, the U.S. Congress passed a monumental $2.2 trillion relief package. The Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, affectionately known as CARES. CARES aimed to alleviate economic instability caused by lockdowns and the pandemic. On March 27, 2020, then-President Donald Trump signed this historic legislation into law. The colossal CARES Fund was allocated in two main areas: $175 billion for states and regions impacted by COVID-19, and the remaining $185 billion to bolster healthcare systems. CARES was further divided into 7 key domains: individual assistance, direct aid to citizens, unemployment relief, support for those out of work, small business aid, assistance for struggling enterprises, corporate relief, help for large companies, subsidies and tax relief, measures to ease financial burdens, healthcare services enhancement, strengthening healthcare infrastructure, state government services, support for state-level services. The U.S. government's policy was well received by its citizens. They believed that the CARES program, initiated by the government, would rescue them from economic hardship and hunger. Little did they know that news of the CARES program had reached beyond American shores. It caught the attention of an Indian individual named Saurav Kumar Dahori, who happened to be a hacker. Saurav pondered how he could exploit this situation to his advantage, siphoning off the COVID-19 relief funds meant for American citizens. As a hacker, he realized he couldn't accomplish this feat alone. So, he decided to join a Facebook group called Kolom Tuyul, where like-minded hackers exchanged knowledge. Around May 2020, Saurav encountered Sofiansyah Fahrurozi, also known as Sophie, from Indonesia. Sophie was a high school graduate residing in Jember, East Java, Indonesia. Their communication grew, and Saurav proposed a collaboration to pilfer the American aid funds. Saurav's plan involved creating a fake website and a phishing scam page to collect personal data, specifically targeting Americans. Initially hesitant, Sophie was swayed by Saurav's offer of $1 for each successfully obtained piece of personal information. When Sophie expressed doubts about building a fake website, Saurav assured him that he would find someone else from the Silent is Gold group to handle the task. Enter Michael Zebat Melkisedek Boas Purnomo, another Indonesian participant. Michael, a technology information student at the University of Surabaya, hailed from Blora but had migrated to Surabaya, Indonesia. Saurav informed Michael that another Indonesian hacker, Sophie, would also be part of the project. Saurav instructed Michael to contact Sophie via WhatsApp and Telegram. After communication, Michael and Sophie agreed to collaborate. Initially, they created a few websites to gather data from U.S. citizens. However, the collected data fell short of their expectations. Saurav urged Michael to create more fake sites to accumulate more American data. Michael dutifully followed Saurav's orders, resulting in the successful forgery of 14 U.S. government websites. All the personal information entered on these fake sites was automatically forwarded to Sophie's email. Users unwittingly contributed their data by clicking on Michael's fabricated website links and providing their details. With Michael's task completed, Sophie's mission was clear: gather as many American phone numbers as possible. Armed with Python software, Sophie managed to collect over 20 million active mobile phone numbers belonging to U.S. citizens. Once Sophie obtained these 20 million phone numbers, they initiated a mass phishing campaign by sending SMS messages to all of them simultaneously. From this vast pool of numbers, Sophie successfully captured at least 30,000 sets of personal data from American individuals. The content of the mass SMS was a seemingly innocuous request: We apologize for the inconvenience, but due to certain reasons, the number's owner is requested to update their personal data by clicking on a website. However, instead of rectifying personal data on government websites, unsuspecting individuals unwittingly submitted their information to Sophie's email. Little did they know that this data would be exploited by Sorov to pilfer the COVID-19 relief funds intended for those who fell victim to the scam. American citizens, unaware that the website was fraudulent, willingly provided their full names, addresses, phone numbers, social security numbers, SSNs, birth dates, and other personal details. Once Sophie successfully amassed this trove of American data, they promptly forwarded it all to Sorov, who acted as the coordinator between Sophie and Michael. Armed with the phished data, Sorov managed to access a staggering $55 million in U.S. COVID-19 relief funds, which he swiftly transferred to his own account. As per their initial agreement, Sophie was promised a mere $1 per data entry. Given that Sophie collected 30,000 records, their earnings amounted to a modest $30,000. Paltry compared to Sorov's share. But what about Michael? How much did he receive? According to our sources, Sorov didn't directly pay Michael. Instead, he promised to settle any debts Michael had. This arrangement left Michael without a direct financial reward. As time passed, the U.S. government began noticing irregularities in the flow of aid funds. They issued warnings to citizens about suspicious links requesting personal information. Eventually, the government confirmed that a scam had indeed occurred. The U.S. government was incensed by this breach of the CARES Act funds. News of the scam even went viral in Indonesia. The American authorities had already identified the culprits. With assistance from the Indonesian government, 2 Indonesian men were apprehended by the Republic of Indonesia's police. Sophie was the first to be caught. Alongside Sophie's arrest, the police seized laptops and mobile phones, uncovering substantial evidence of fake websites and stolen American citizens' personal data. Sophie confessed that they weren't acting alone. Others were also benefiting from the ill-gotten gains. Michael, the website creator, was subsequently apprehended. The case continued to unfold, and the mastermind behind the operation, Sorov from India, remained an international fugitive. Meanwhile, Sophie and Michael faced trial in a Surabaya court, Indonesia, on August 5, 2021. Both ultimately admitted their actions and faced charges under Indonesia's Information and Electronic Transactions Law, Undang-Undang ITE.